It's super fun every time we come to Belgium. These guys know how to party, if you know what I mean. Yeah, it was this is our first time at this venue, and we were super welcomed, and the vibe is always friendly and really good time.
Yeah, these people know how to drink and drink.
Make kick-ass food. Good food, home-cooked meals, the best.
Plus they had a fan, so that was nice because it was getting really sweaty on stage.
Yeah. Cool decor too. It's like, what an interesting looking venue. I love when a place has a vibe, if that makes any sense. And this definitely had a vibe. And it's just like a community of amazing people who love this like niche genre. It's cool. Like a lot of people came out. It's amazing. Fun time.
Well, in fact, it's a tattoo shop, but also like they use it as an exhibition room for art. So like paintings or photographs. So that's maybe the reason you see this also.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So this is the second day of the tour. How was the first day in the Netherlands yesterday, and how are you looking forward to all the other days coming?
We certainly went without sleep for a long period of time before we played the show yesterday. I'm going to recap the whole thing for you because we started drinking immediately, and I think we kept drinking after the show, and there was a mosh pit, and it was great. It was awesome.
Let me put it this way. At about 3 in the morning, we were all singing Bed of Roses by Bon Jovi very loudly. If that doesn't sum it up, I don't know what else to say.
Yeah, Del Milk Bus. It's like awesome venue. People, great collective of artists, and super generous and hospitable. Just the best for any psychobilly or punk rock. Like, check that place out if you can.
Yeah. We've been here a lot. We've been like to Europe. I guess this is the 7th time the band has been here, and that was one of my favorite shows last night. It was just like, it's always that like first show I find is always like, it's like an important one because it's like the first show of a tour, and it was so cool. It was just such a fun time. We're glad to be back. We're back. We're back, baby.
We're back, baby.
We're back, baby.
If I have to be honest, it's the 3rd or 4th time I see you, the 3rd tour. In this lineup, you're very tight. You play very well, you sing a lot better. With you as guitarist, very nice. What do you think about this?
Well, thank you. That's very flattering. We're really excited about the direction that our band is taking. Like, we've definitely changed our sound a fair amount over the past couple of years. We've gotten a bit heavier, I think, and the addition of Johnny on the lead guitar we're very excited about. We've got this new release. It is the 7-inch vinyl, available in white, pink, and clear, called The Blurst of Times, which if you want to hear the story behind that, we'll be happy to tell you. What was the question? I'm just rambling. I'm excited to be here. Very excited to be here, and yeah, we put a lot of work into what's coming out now, and like I just hope people enjoy it as much as we enjoy playing it. So
Every time that you get a new lineup or a new kind of like approach to the situation, it's going to change, and this time we really have something really cool that's going to lead us into a very cool direction with Doghouse Rose in the future, starring this guy, this gal, and the rest.
So for people who don't know you yet or not good enough, can you give a short biography of the band?
Okay, a biography. Well, it started in 1966. Well, Jeff and I have been playing together for quite a while. We started as like an acoustic duo, and then we felt that it needed some more oomph, some zhuzh, if you will. Jordan joined, and then we met up with Jordan, and we really took the sound and that's where it kind of found its own kind of thing. And he had a lot of punk rock influences. Like we started a lot more kind of twangy, and then when he came into the picture, we got a bit edgier, try to do it a little differently, and kind of put a twist on a traditional kind of retro sound. And we've been doing that for quite a while, been touring up a storm and recording stuff and doing stuff and hanging out and having laughs. And Johnny is brand new. He joined the band 3 months ago, and he's fitting in like it was always like this. And
Yeah, I love playing with these cats. They're the best. Great people, and it's good playing. And this is my first time in Europe too, so it's been pretty badass. Yeah, it's been fun.
And I'll be honest, this is the most attractive lineup we've ever had. And nothing against all the other very, very sexy people that we've had in this band. Very sexy. But like everybody's hair is perfect every night. You know, the more you drink, the better we look.
that is a lot to live up to. I hope you're happy.
Very. Jordan?
I agree on the attractiveness quality. I think it's cool because like I personally think that Johnny and Jeff look very similar. Like they've got a kind of similar look about them in the face.
You see the cheekbones. Look at the cheekbones and the nose. They could be cousins, guys. Cousins.
Second cousins.
Continuing about the band, direct influences of the band, like similar bands giving inspiration. Indirect influences, both lyrically as musically.
I'd say we definitely all come from like a pretty diverse background, but the things we have in common seem to be like a general love of like punk rock, psychobilly, and kind of just like a vintage kind of vibes in general. So that's kind of where we all like meet in the middle. But I'd say like my direct influences with writing for this band are definitely like Social Distortion is up there. You know, that's been a key influence. Probably Tiger Army, definitely. And then I would say like a little bit of like Lindy Ortega kind of vibes, like a bit of that kind of spooky sort of country stuff slips in there now and then when you're not looking.
Kid Rock.
Nickelback.
And
Wait a minute.
no, hey man. Yeah, those are I'd put those three
Yeah?
together.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
There's so many. I couldn't pick one. Faith No More.
What? No.
Personally, like what I try to bring to the table, and I think like it kind of works with this kind of group. Devo is a huge influence for me, and I find it kind of works with this thing because like I find like we try to have like a established kind of like look and everything to the band, and I just like I love like how Devo plays too because they act like robots on stage and they almost like sound like robots, and like we try to just like have like a tightness about us, like that kind of like almost robotic tightness and stuff. And I just think it's cool. I find it kind of makes the music heavier when it's just like really like tight at times. Like it can be like loose at times and like really tight at times.
We're not afraid to not be robots, though. We're not afraid. That's the difference between us and Devo.
No, you're Doghouse Rose. Doghouse Rose. Can you explain the band name? Maybe some people are also confusing you called Sarah, and then they maybe think you're called Rose. But why you chose the name Doghouse Rose?
I'm definitely not offended when anyone mistakes me for a rose. That's all right by me. But for those of you at home who don't know, a doghouse rose is when you're in a relationship and then you do something that you kind of fuck up, and then you're in the doghouse because you fucked up. And to make up for that, you bring roses. Those are doghouse roses.
Now a question I always ask to everybody on my YouTube channel. Suppose you're on a desert island, you don't have radio, no television, no internet, no fucking smartphones, only a record player on batteries because you're on a desert island, or or maybe a CD player for the albums that don't exist on vinyl. Which three albums each one of you would listen to?
Wait. Okay. First of all, yeah. Okay, we'll see.
Okay. 3 albums. First one, Yankee Foxtrot Hotel by Wilco. It's just an amazing album front to oh Jesus. Almost spilled my beer. Amazing album. I love that album so much. I'd probably put a Descendants album in there because they're probably my favorite band. I think I'd do Everything Sucks. I think it's their strongest album. Controversial opinion. I think the songwriting's the best on that album. I love it so much. And then last one, because we're on an island, I want some island vibes. Bob Marley Legends. Listen to Jamming, all the hits. I think it'll be good.
Jamming.
Who is it? I heard that someone had a theory that Bob Marley actually only smoked weed once, and there was just a photographer who took a bunch of different photos, different angles of that experience.
Either that or his hair is perfect every fucking day.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So before I get on to mine, I just want to say that for everybody watching, this is your favorite. And that is the album that you should bring to a desert island. But this is a really hard question, but I will say Master of Puppets by Metallica, for sure. For sure. And for those of you at home, the Beach Boys' greatest hits.
Oh,
Brian Wilson.
Good.
Yeah, yeah.
That's all
And
islandy, kind of.
and you know what, guys? ABBA's greatest hits.
Oh shit!
You're fucking right, Ed. Yeah. Yeah, fuck yeah, man. Best songwriters on the fucking planet. Here we go.
Okay. I'm going to say perhaps one thing that's not the most expected, but Walk the Moon, What If Nothing? Oh, but it's hard to say. That or their first album. I don't know. Talking Is Hard is probably... They don't have a greatest hits yet. They're too new.
Can you do greatest hits albums?
I am. So I'm gonna say Walk the Moon, Talking Is Hard, No Doubt, greatest hits, and Social Distortion, Sex, Love, and Rock and Roll. It's a perfect album.
Grab the microphone like you.
Yeah, all right. Let's do this. Yeah. Let's do it. Fuck. I've been thinking about this since you trial questioned us before the interview. Everything's been going out of my head since then. So,
Got this, buddy.
Quiff Rock by the Quakes, and then we were just talking about that aside. So that came to my head. Gotta be Fran Hot Dog and Billy the Kid, second, and then I'd say Reinventing Axl Rose Against Me, probably. Yeah, I'd say that one.
Tight.
Yeah.
Very good choices. That's hard to compete with.
Well, improvisation. I'm gonna answer the question. I give it to you back, but first, I'm gonna do like a Canadian version for myself. I would say like Razor, Evil Invaders.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
They're still
Voivod, Killing Technology.
Oh.
And what I would say, Anvil, Metal and Metal from Toronto.
Oh, yeah. Angel Rat. Wait a minute. All the Voivod's greatest hits.
Do you have something to add? After the tour, you have like special releases, a video coming out, or like an audio recording, something updates after the tour?
After this tour, we are going directly into the studio to record because Johnny just got in the band, and I think it's really important that we establish that on tape, cassette, vinyl, CD, digital, and whatever happens after that. Agreed.
Yes, we're very excited to get in the studio. We have this new batch of songs that we've been working on for a long time, and we're really happy to we're excited to get them laid down the way that they're supposed to sound, and with this lineup and the kind of tones and sounds that we're kind of just getting live, it's very exciting to look forward to. And we're just gonna be working really hard, getting videos out. We're gonna pump out as much quality content as we can, And we have some fun ideas for videos that are a little silly, and then some serious stuff too. And we're just we're having a great time. We're just doing us. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
I adored your cover of Motley Crue. I'm a huge Motley Crue fan. Thank you guys for the interview. Give some horns to the people.
The horns. Thorns.
The thorns. These are the
Thorns in the
thorns.
road.